Quite a cocktail party. Special occasion?
No, not particularly. I just wanted to tell you something. I've decided to take the plunge.
Tom?
No, Teddy. No nonsensical planning. Just a short run up the church steps. A few solemn pronouncements, and then I trade my very good family name for Teddy's very nice one.
Never thought I'd snare her, but then, as everyone says, when I want something, I get it.
When did you decide all this, Del?
Oh, last night, night before. Who cares when I decided? The important thing is I have decided.
Have you a headache, Dad?
Well, just thinking. Well, Teddy, where are we going for our honeymoon?
Farm up country seems a good idea, don't you think?
Farm? Oh, no. We're going to find somewhere with a lot of excitement and color and turn it upside down.
Yes, darling, just as you say.
Set the date?
Oh, no, that would be planning, and that's exactly what I don't want to do. No, one day when it's a bit quiet, Teddy and I'll take a walk and see Father Tower, and when I leave his church, I'll be Mrs. Theodore Wilk.
Oh, but Dal, that wouldn't be fair to Dad. After all he's planned for you and me.
Now, look, Anne, I'm not a little girl. I haven't got any pretty pink clouds floating past my eyes. All right, if it'll make you feel any easier, I'll let you and Dad and Paul know just in time to get to the church.
What about me, Del? Don't I count?
You haven't counted for some time, Tom.
Del, I've done everything you've asked. For 6 months, I've kept away. I haven't bothered you.
You're bothering me now.
But you can't be serious. You can't really want to marry a stuffed shirt like him.
Now, look here, Cummings.
Shut up!
Leave us alone, Tom. What we do is nothing to do with you.
Well, that's not true. I don't mind your little nonsense. I don't mind petty gossip. But there's one thing that's certain. You're not going to marry anybody but me.
You look worried, Anne?
Not worried, Dal. Just confused. I feel sorry for Tom. Once you used to be so deeply in love with him, and now you treat him as if he'd never existed. Yesterday at the cocktail party...
Now, wait a minute, Anne. Like you just said, once I used to love him, now I don't. I can assure you, you've no need to feel sorry for him. There's no need to be confused either. This sort of thing happens every day. Now, let's not talk about it anymore, huh?
Thinking of taking another trip?
Mm-hmm.
Aren't you happy here anymore?
Well, of course I am. It's just that there's so little to see and so little to do, I keep on thinking I'm missing something.
You didn't used to feel that way. I can remember you saying you liked it because it was quiet, because it was home. Lately, I've had the feeling that you hate it. Hate us and hate yourself.
For the record, Anne, I don't hate anyone or anything.
Then what is it, Del? What's driving you away? What's making you act as you do?
Nothing except your desire to dramatize me. You're just going through a stage. All young people do it. Don't worry about it.
Hi.
Oh, hello, Paul. Thanks for coming.
Well, if you're not going to hug me, you might as well confess to the murder.
I wish it was so simple.
Why not confess to 3 or 4 murders, or have you done more?
Oh, Paul, please don't make fun of me.
Sorry. What is it, Anne?
Well, it's difficult to say.
Shouldn't be unless you're trying to avoid the truth.
How do you say you're worried about your sister?
You just said it. Now tell me why you're worried.
Oh, because of the things she does, the way she acts, the way she's changed.
Well, go on, you can't stop there.
But that's just the trouble. I know there's something seriously wrong. I can feel it, but I can't put my finger on it.
Well, maybe you shouldn't try. Your sister's a big girl now, very intelligent.
Oh, Paul, look how what she's been doing with her life for the past 6 months. Engaged to 4 different men, always surrounded by a crowd of worthless people. She's cracked up a speedboat and a plane. Now, out of a clear blue sky, she's decided to marry this insipid Teddy Wilk. Do any of these things sound like Del?
No. Well, then neither do you sound like the little girl that I watched grow up. People change, Al, just the way you do.
Oh, it goes deeper than that, Paul. She's not happy. And if something isn't done soon, well, anything may happen.
Now, why do you say that she's not happy?
I don't want anything to happen to her, Paul.
I didn't mean to come sneaking up on you, too, but, well, I would like to know what you were whispering about.
Paul's worried about Dell, too. He thinks there's something wrong.
And I didn't say
Look,
it.
why don't you talk to Dad about what we've just been discussing? I'll run along and get you a drink.
All right.
There's nothing wrong with Dell. She's just high-spirited. She's been enjoying herself. And really, Paul, even our old friendship doesn't give you the right to criticize my family.
I've not been doing that, Colonel. But I do suggest that you try and find out why Dell has changed so drastically this last 6 months.
Changed in what way? Don't talk in abstractions. Be specific if you can.
All right. We might start by this sudden devotion to crazy automobiles and speedboats. That accident that she had a couple of weeks ago nearly crashed the plane. At the airport, they're still saying how lucky she was to get away with that one alive.
Has she broken any laws?
No.
Then why don't we stop talking? My daughter doesn't owe any explanation to you or to anyone else. If she likes fast automobiles, boats, planes, and I buy them, what right have you to object?
No, Kendall, you're just missing the entire point. This fanaticism is new. Dell was always a quiet, reliable kind of girl. She never went in for this kind of daredevil stuff.
Is it a sin for someone to climb out of their cocoon?
No. But, Kendall, it is a sin for a parent to be so overindulgent that he buys his child something that'll hurt her.
Dell is not a child. And I am not being overindulgent.
Then why don't you talk to her? And please, stop buying her things that'll kill her.
Sit down, Paul. Can I give you some tea?
No, thanks.
Let me tell you something. Since their mother died, I've only had two important things in my life. One is Dell, the other is Anne.